When it comes to horror anime, you might immediately think of series filled with menacing plots and scenes packed with violence intertwined with the storyline. However, today we're introducing 10 anime series that truly embody what it means to be haunting, where the plots not only terrify but also make us ponder or shiver more than conventional horror films. So let's get started. Position 10. Higurashi no Nakukoro Nikai. This is a story told from many different perspectives. In Hinamizawa, a peaceful little village in the summer of 1983, Keiji Maeda moves in. In front of his house, he sees Mion Sonoda, Satoko Hao, and VK Food. Although their lives seem ordinary, darkness lurks beneath as the village prepares for its annual festival. He discovers that there have been several murders and disappearances in recent years, all seemingly connected to the festival and the village's guardian deity, Oyashiro-sama. He tries to inquire about these incidents, but they remain silent, and the answers come only from the head of the village. He wonders if his other friends can protect him, and if he can trust them, as suspicion and paranoia begin to take hold in his heart as he delves into the mysteries of Hinamizawa. The Higurashi series is adapted from the sound novel of the same name developed by TH Expansion. In 2006, the first part of the anime officially aired and received positive feedback. Just a year later, Higurashi no Nakukoro Nikai, with 24 episodes, was released. However, it wasn't until January 2019 that TH Expansion and Kadokawa announced they would continue with Higurashi, When They Cry Gyu. The work is considered the third season of the Higurashi anime brand. Higurashi no Nakukoro Nikai promises many surprises, dramatic moments, and touching lessons about friendship, survival instincts, surely not to disappoint. Position 9. Memories. Memories is a collection of 3 independent short films, including drama, horror, psychological, and sci-fi genres. One of the segments of Memories describes a pair of engineers who find an abandoned space station and decide to explore a mansion with a dark secret surrounding the fate of Eva, a famous singer with a tragic and hallucinatory history. Looking at the stellar staff of this short, it must be a masterpiece in terms of art. The combination of veteran director Satoshi Kon's storytelling style with Yoko Kanno's mesmerizing music provides one of the rarest and most excellent collaborations in the anime industry. While it's just a story about a ghost ship in space, thanks to the talent of director Satoshi Kon, director Koji Morimoto has elevated the work to new heights. They created a world full of eerie, mysterious, and dangerous, yet captivating atmosphere. The blend of reality and dreams along with Satoshi Kon's masterful cinematography technique creates a powerful and impressive atmosphere. Combined with Yoko Kanno's music, it becomes a symphony that cannot be more perfect. This is a short I recommend to all fans of Satoshi Kon or Yoko Kanno, truly a must-watch. Memories. Stink Bomb. This short tells the story of a careless and foolish pharmaceutical company employee named Nobuo Tanaka, who, due to a cold, decides to drink a new drug of unknown origin. Unexpectedly, the drug turns out to be a biological weapon secretly developed by the pharmaceutical company and the Japanese military, which, when reacting with someone's body, produces a highly dangerous toxic gas. And from there, everything becomes increasingly serious due to his foolishness and that of the government, the military, which pushes everything to become a mess, hilarious. With a dark comedy theme, highlighting human foolishness. Foolishness here is not only Nobuo Tanaka's, but also that of the military, the government due to their haste and lack of calm leading to disastrous misunderstandings. Or this series can also be seen as a parody of American action movies, where everything explodes and destroys too quickly. The beauty of Stink Bomb is how it creates laughter. Without using funny lines or jokes, this work relies on the over-the-top plot twists and foolishness of the storyline itself to create laughter that is not only valuable but also profound and subtle. Memories. Cannon fodder directed by veteran director Katsuhiro Otomo, director of the classic anime Akira. We continue to expect cannon fodder to become a remarkable work of art, and this short did not disappoint us. It tells the story of a family of 3 in an utterly militarized, totalitarian society. Cannon fodder vigorously criticizes the totalitarian regime while portraying a deeply rebellious spirit. This is shown through the artwork of the work, the characters depicted with ugly faces and lifeless gray skin due to the extreme militarization of the regime, forcing those poor people to work in hazardous conditions and squeezing out all their strength, living in fear every day. Besides, the thorough militarization regime has completely dominated the lives of all people in both material and spiritual aspects. Education, entertainment, the future, all are related to guns and cannons. Here, director Katsuhiro Otomo has shown through unique art. In Cannon Fodder, there are no cut scenes, and all scene transitions are continuous through horizontal and vertical camera movements. This emphasizes an endless loop without a conclusion in a world full of dark, hopeless futures. The final details show that the child, symbolizing the future, dreams of serving the fascist state instead of opposing war. From there, we see, once a fascist society is formed, Don't expect a future ahead. Don't expect peace. Dictators will never be satisfied. Will create endless wars to finally only the people suffer. With a strong rebellious spirit by emphasizing the frightening, dangerous nature of a state, a militarized society, along with the talented art of director Katsuhiro Otomo, Cannon Fodder is truly a work worth experiencing at least once. Position number 8. Paprika. Paprika belongs to the adventure, fantasy, horror, mystery, psychological, and sci-fi genres. The film explores the world of dreams, where it can be a magical window into the human mind, revealing deepest desires and suppressed memories. Following the footsteps of Atsuko Chiba, who exists with 2 different personalities in 2 worlds, real and virtual. In the real world, she is a cold and calm scientist, while in the virtual world, she is known as Paprika, a lively and cheerful girl. Thanks to the invention of the DC Mini by the research department where Atsuko works, she can dive into people's dreams and even touch their deepest thoughts. In her Paprika persona, she helps mental patients solve the issues they face in life. However, when the DC Mini device is stolen and falls into the wrong hands, a series of troubles begin to unfold. Paprika, along with her 2 friends Tokita and Shima, collaborates with Detective Toshimi Konakawa to adventure between the 2 worlds, real and virtual, in order to uncover the identity of the villain and retrieve the DC Mini before things get worse. Position number 7. Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue falls into the genres of thriller, drama, horror, and psychological. The film revolves around Kirigo Mima, a girl who grows up with dreams of becoming a singer and shining on stage. However, reality and dreams rarely go hand in hand. Despite being seen as a key member of Cham, a promising idol group with great potential, Mima decides to switch to acting to pursue new heights of fame in her career. From then on, a series of continuous events unfold, and the focal point of that chaotic whirlwind is none other than Mima herself. A simple, concise name like Perfect Blue might not suggest anything special or give you a hint about the movie's content. Behind that name lies a crazy story, a chaotic world depicted in a raw and extreme manner. Initially, when transitioning to acting, Mima is only given a minor role with just 1 line, and to climb from the depths of obscurity to the peak of fame. Mima is willing to discard all the precious things she possesses. The happy days with friends or the joy of striving every day to achieve dreams are just the beginning. Then comes shedding clothes, and then even self-esteem becomes a sacrifice. The less she wears, the more she discards the values of her own life, the more famous Mima becomes. The dark side of fame is exposed through the most bold and raw scenes. The mass assault scene shocks viewers and causes extreme discomfort because it feels too real. The reality here is not about the action, but about depicting evil in every person truthfully. Every passing second witnesses the cruelty multiplied manifold, to the point where we shudder and question the society we live in. In the scene where Mima gradually sheds each piece of clothing in front of a crazed photographer, viewers will be astonished by the rapid transformation of the once innocent girl into a vessel filled with darkness. The layers of meaning are skillfully laid bare along with Satoshi Kon's masterful storytelling, making viewers feel deeply disturbed yet even more eager to witness Mima's outcome. Position number 6. Mononoke. Mononoke falls into the mystery, historical, horror, demonic, psychological, supernatural, and fantasy genres. In Madison, the main character is a master seeking death and other mysteries of feudal Japan, to search for evil spirits called Mononoke. When encountering one of these creatures, he cannot simply destroy it, but must first understand the truth and reason, using a powerful demon-slaying sword and fighting against it. He must start with psychological analysis and careful investigation. A very important step in his journey is when he encounters a Shikiwarashi, a group of extremely terrifying Mononoke, and he must investigate to uncover the truth before Zashikiwarashi can harm humans. The plot of the film is very well rated, escaping the dull image of recent Japanese anime in terms of both drawing style and story construction. It's unclear whether the main character is good or bad, whether that evil spirit is to be considered evil, only knowing that if a person's past is invaded by too much desire or commits too heavy sins, they must pay for it. Mononoke is not a savior, just a doctor on his journeys and that strange sword. The drawing style of the story is very special, not the advanced 3D anime technology of Japan, or the meticulously beautiful style of current anime manga. It is very pure and full of old Japanese essence. Viewers seem to see the story through traditional paintings. Without the game event collaboration of MDNGS and Mononoke, perhaps I would have overlooked such a good anime. Position number 5. Shinsekai Yori. Shinsekai Yori falls into the genres of sci-fi, psychological, and supernatural. After a sudden outbreak, 0.1% of the world's population undergoes a rapid transformation. The divine ability to manipulate matter from a distance has turned many people into suddenly powerful warlords. In the town of Kamisu 66, Watanabe Saki, a 12-year-old girl, awakens her power and is allowed to study with her friends. mischievous Toru Asahina, timid Mamoru Itu, cheerful Maria Akazuki, and mysterious Shun Aonuma, whom Saki admires at the Sage Academy, a special school for psychics. However, Saki begins to question the fate of children who cannot awaken their powers, and secrets gradually unfold, such as the Nekodamashi story specializing in kidnapping children. Shinsekai Yori proceeds at a pace that is neither too fast nor too slow, just enough to keep the audience engaged. The series creates a truly captivating atmosphere that draws viewers into the story and characters. Right from the early episodes, we feel that there is something wrong with the world the main characters are living in, with rumors, missing children, etc. What is really happening? That is the starting question for a long, astonishing, and extremely dramatic journey of the main characters. Position number 4, Shiki. Shiki falls into the genres of mystery, horror, supernatural, and vampire. Sotoba is a village with only 1,300 inhabitants, a secluded place with no highways running through. The people here are attached to traditional customs. Among them is the custom of burying the dead. Megumi Shimizu, 15 years old, dreams of a glamorous life in a big city, but her sudden death in a quiet village causes a major epidemic. One day, the bodies of 3 people are found. Despite some suspicions, Ozaki Toshio, the village's private hospital director, still considers their cause of death to be nothing suspicious. However, in the days that follow, the villagers, one by one, die in the same way. Is it a coincidence? Is it an epidemic? Or is it caused by something else? Tokyo Dr. Asaki and Yukimochi Nasuno must confront the mystery of the disease and understand that to discover the truth, they must abandon their humanity. If the theme of Shiki is supernatural or Guro Gore, then this is not a strange plot. But here, it's about vampires, a genre often exploited more in terms of emotions than horror. This creates a unique direction for Shiki, with the usual and the strange mixed. Position number 3, Kiseiju, Sei no Kakuritsu. Kiseiju, Sei no Kakuritsu falls into the genres of action, sci-fi, horror, and psychological. One day, a large number of creatures of unknown origin fly down from the sky. They invade the human brain through the nose and ears, parasitizing and controlling the entire body of the host. These parasites feed on human flesh to survive as a natural instinct. After parasitizing the human brain, they can still see through human eyes, even imitate, and disguise themselves as humans. These parasites have the ability to absorb knowledge and use language extremely quickly, thereby accessing and integrating into human society. A normal high school student, Izumi Shinichi, is suddenly attacked by a parasite. However, he timely discovers and prevents it from going deeper into his body. Failing in its mission, this parasite burrows into Shinichi's right hand and assimilates with his arm. Because it resides in the right hand, it is named Miji, right in Japanese, and thus begins a miraculous coexistence with Shinichi. If you're bored with current anime genres like isekai, rom-com, shounen, anime lovers tend to revisit old anime titles they've watched or heard of but never seen. And Kiseiju Sei no Kakuritsu, I'll call it Kiseiju for short, might be a good choice in such cases. However, Kiseiju is not just an anime for a change or temporary entertainment. It is a work imbued with profound philosophical themes and contains many meanings throughout its episodes. Position number 2, The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland belongs to the genres of sci-fi, mystery, and psychological. The orphanage is a wonderful place, filled with children of different races and ages living together. Delicious food, neat clothes, sunny smiles, fun games on the spacious grounds around the orphanage, and the gentle mama, who treats every child as her own flesh and blood. If you overlook the string of difficult daily tests or the prohibition of approaching the gate and border fence separating from the outside world, then this place is truly a paradise on earth, a promised land. Or so Emma and her siblings once thought. One night, the seemingly forever hidden secret veil was lifted from a corner. It turns out, the orphanage is a farm. The children are livestock waiting to be butchered, and the revered mama is the livestock caretaker. Emma, Norman, Ray, 3 geniuses who always achieve perfect scores in mama's tests. Now they have to face the fact that they are high-quality goods and will be shipped out soon. The escape plan begins, but can the 3 children escape their fate of being eaten? Will the other children on the farm be saved? Has the outside world been overrun by demons? Why does Mama side with the demons? Position number 1, Monster. Monster falls into the genres of drama, horror, mystery, and psychological. This is a very heavy manga in terms of psychology and has made the name of mangaka Naoki Urasawa. Monster tells the story of Kenzo Tenma, a brilliant surgeon from Japan. He originally had a very bright future, but Tenma decided to go against the will of his superiors to save Johann Liebert, a runaway child from East Germany in critical condition, because he believes that human life is equal. This action infuriated the head of the hospital. completely obstructing Tenma's career path. The patient then mysteriously disappeared and reappeared years later as a mysterious serial killer. With no other choice, Tenma embarks on a journey to find Johan's whereabouts across Europe while being pursued by the police. With a consistent and logical storyline, Urasawa-sensei has created a successful formula for his manga. Each of his works is based on historical events, along with an extremely vast cast of characters that make these works feel very elaborate, and Monster is no exception. Despite being only 160 chapters long, it is still a very extensive work. Urasawa's artistic masterpiece will easily guide readers through each episode of the anime from various perspectives. People can imagine Urasawa's characters and settings moving through the author's intricate illustrations. And those are the 10 anime series that I consider to be the best in the horror genre, each one a masterpiece. And surely, if you watch them all, we will be amazed at what they bring to your viewing experience. Leave your opinions in the comments below